All right. So normally,
I'm so excited.
normally I have a cheesy opening line, but the only thing I can come up with today is, ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bombshells and the office manager extraordinaire in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Back in 10 Break Room Sessions.
Hey everyone, welcome to Back in 10. I'm Savanah.
And I'm Jen.
And this episode marks the start of a very special series we're calling The Break Room. There's no HR here. There's no filters here. There are just stories from dental leaders about the experiences that shaped them into who they are today. And I am so excited that our first guest is someone I have looked up to for years, being an office manager, because she is seriously kick-ass and a rock star. We have with us today Brandi Williams, who is fresh off of being acknowledged as Multi-Site Practice Administrator of the Year. Welcome,
Yes,
Brandi.
Thank you. Like, dream come true. Favorite
For you
podcast.
and for me. I'm so jazzed.
Oh my gosh. I just wish I had a Boston accent instead of my Okie accent.
Oh, I love your Okie accent though.
Yeah, I don't know if I would wish that on anyone, but it's
So cool.
gotta love it. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Brandi. We're so excited.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Brandi, could you share a little bit with our listeners and our viewers about yourself and your role in dentistry, and so they can understand our love for you as a dental leader?
Sure. So I have been in the dental field for a little over 31 years. Stumbled upon it filing charts after college classes. And I think like that's everybody's story. Like you just never like had this dream of I want to work in a dental office when I grow up, but you just land there and you never leave. So 31 years later, here I am. I've been a dental assistant, an insurance coordinator, a receptionist, a treatment planner, an office manager, a regional manager, a director of ops, and I'm currently chief growth officer for the organization that I work in Oklahoma. We have 46 practices, and I have to be like careful when I say that because sometimes in certain crowds it's like, oh, that's no big deal. We have 200 offices, but then certain crowds I say we have 46 offices and they look at me like I'm on crack. So
I was that crack when I was like, damn, I could have out of time with one, not never mind 45 more.
It's fun though. It's fun. It takes a special set of skills to want to do this, but
Yeah.
it's so much fun, or I wouldn't be here.
I know, Brandi, recently we were at a conference together and I was speaking on multi-site leadership and I was like, let's see who has the most locations. And I was like, Brandi, are you in here yet? Like, where is she? And let's just go to Brandi first and see if anyone can beat that. No, but I know what you mean by that, right? It all depends on the crowd, but it's something to be proud of. Yeah. And honestly, we've been able to meet some of the people that you work with and everything because we were out in Oklahoma this year. That's crazy to think about. It feels like so long ago. And you have an awesome team and great doctors, and it's just so awesome to see how they support you too. Is really, really cool.
Thank you. It's really cool. And what's even more special is when I started, we had 4 offices. So even though I say like it's 46 now, like I have this personal connection to every single one. I don't obviously get in every single office every year. I would just that'd be a full-time roadshow. But I know the doctors. I know that a lot of the team members, like it's still, even though it sounds really big, there's still a relationship and like a personal connection with every one of them. So
speaking of relationships and having relationships with many, many people, so more than 46 if you have 46 practices. So I wouldn't expect and anticipate your leadership style to evolve over time. How how do you feel your leadership style has evolved, or has it evolved at all?
Yes, 100%. Like I look back at little newbie office manager Brandi, who thought she was going to change the world. And, because I said so, kind of like this is the way we do it, to now it's 100% about relationships. And that's it. I can say whatever I want to say, but if I really want people to follow me and I want to inspire them and really help them, it has to come from a place of love and passion and relationships. So much, and that comes with time. That's nothing. In my 20s, I could have even thought I was emotionally intelligent enough to handle, but through a lot of failures and wrong turns, you get to a place where you realize what works and what's going to move the needle.
I love that. EI is so huge now in training for so many positions inside and outside of the dental industry, and to have that awareness as a leader is probably one of the most important things you can have, so you can recognize where you need to pivot and show grace. I think that's super important that you bring that up. Jen, do you think EI helped you in multi-site as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It honestly, that was probably like the number one thing that started to change things, right? And help to move that needle, but just change the culture completely
Mhm.
once you start having those conversations and getting to know people and letting people get to know you for you, right? We've talked about that before, Savanah. Like let your team know you for who you are as a person and not just who you are for a position. It's completely different. But that's when, making sure that you have that culture is so important. So, Brandi, you were talking a little bit about moving that needle. What are some of the things that different ways that you measure success for your team other than the traditional, production collections
I mean,
route?
I love a good KPI.
Oh
So
yeah, of
don't get it
course.
twisted.
Of course.
Those are my jam. But a way that I can just directly measure success is definitely, again, back to relationships. I'm teaching a new manager class today. It's day one. We've got 8 new managers there, and 2 of the managers that are here have been promoted from within. So one was a dental assistant that's moved into an office manager role, and another one was a business assistant that's moved into an office manager role. To me, that's how I measure success. When we are growing leaders from within the organization, you couldn't ask for anything better. Like my mom heart is so full to see something like that. That's how I measure success. I meet with our office managers quarterly, and we do like a business review. And one of the things that I ask them to bring are 3 successes from the last quarter, and then maybe 3 challenges or opportunities. And the first time I meet with them, those successes might look like we all get along, or um, we are fully staffed. And then the second time I meet them, they're talking about, we were top 5 in production in our region for the last month. I mean, I just watch them evolve as leaders and operations managers, and that's growth. It's growing them not just in their position at Catalyst, but it's growing them in their career. It's, I know, making them a better leader for their family. So a lot
How
more
do
than
you
just collection collection.
how do
That
you
it's
think
the people
oh,
side of it. That's what's so important. You are growing leaders and
Mhm.
growing just people. It's not just about the position. And I think that's where some groups or just even some solo practices, they miss that mark is because they focus too much on the numbers. Yes, obviously we need a good KPI. Let's be
Mhm.
honest here. But how about the people that drive those KPIs?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
how do you think it helps influence their leadership outside of the practice and in your community? I mean, do you want to touch on a couple of things that you do within your community for everyone who's listening?
Well,
Sure.
What
I'm just gonna say, if you can't see me, you should be on YouTube. But Brandi is awesome. Keep that shit up.
Uh, So outside of the office,
Yeah.
a lot of our office we're passionate people, and we like eat, sleep, and breathe dentistry. So it's not this, oh, I think I'm going to go do this. It's just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this existed. I want to be a part of this. I want to be involved in this. So it's just natural, I think, to want to share what I love so much with everybody in the dental community and provide resources. So I started a local ADOM chapter a few years ago. It's the DPLN now. And through that, I mean, of course, I invite anybody in our organization to come to the meetings, but we've grown to where we have a lot of people in the dental community that come, doctors, hygienists, assistants, office managers, and that's opened doors within our community. I was asked to speak at the ODA this year. So, the ODA president comes to our meetings. It's just now we're kind of like part of the local Oklahoma, like we're the resource for manager training. And I didn't do it selfishly. I love dentistry. Why wouldn't I want to do this? And, anytime there's an opportunity to go, we have a Mission of Mercy every year. I love to go serve at the Mission of Mercy. I don't do anything clinical, but I'll check patients in and just talk to them and meet people in the industry. And one thing I am excited about is that it gives me an opportunity to brand where I work for. I think I work for a really great place. So when I'm out and about and I get to meet other people, I'm not doing it with the intent to recruit people, but I do love that they're like, man, I want to be a part of that. Who's that? What do they do? I want to be part of that. And I've seen that even with some of our office managers that now are actively involved in ADOM, and they're pursuing their distinctions. And, and I think that's because they've seen somebody else go do that and they want to be a part of that.
That's awesome.
Jen, were you asking a question? Sorry, can I go?
No. Yes.
Don't worry, Brandi. Some of this will be like chopped up so it's seamless. It's called post-production.
Love it.
Okay, but that part right there will be in something.
I don't know. It might be in a blue book. Who knows? Okay. So I want to talk real Brandi Williams outside of leadership Brandi Williams in the office. So Brandi, where can I find you at 5:30 on a weekday or on the weekends? Like what takes you out of that leadership role and brings calm to your life?
Okay. So I was at an event speaking last week, and I had my bio up and I'd written my hobbies. And as I was reading them off, I was like, oh my gosh, is this like a hobby bio or is this an application for the senior living center? Because my hobbies include my grandkids, thrifting, golf, and most recently Mahjong. So yeah, I promise I'm fun and I'm not 75, but my hobbies do reflect those of a 75-year-old.
Those all sound phenomenal to me.
They're so much fun. I love it.
Especially the thrifting.
Are
we thrifting for our personal closets, or are we like thrifting for like resale? Like
a little bit of everything. Like okay. I do it all. And with grandkids, like thrifting baby stuff. I've got kids that my husband will be like, can we please go to Sam's? Can I get real clothes? I'm like, it's so funny that you think you get real clothes at Sam's. Like we're at that. That's also aging me because we get our groceries and our clothes at the same place. But
that's like our version of Costco.
No, that's called productive and efficient.
Yeah. But he does not appreciate the thrifting as much as I do. My heart gets so full when I find like an amazing brand outfit. Love it.
Same.
Which we agreed, and we met your husband this year. Oh my goodness, he is the kindest, most supportive man. He's
really cute.
He is really adorable. Mr. Brandi Williams.
He's going to be the number one fan now.
He'll appreciate it.
Awesome.
What's been your favorite thrifting find? Like, what do people need to do when they're thrifting? Like, what is it that like brings the joy? And like, that adrenaline? Like,
well, you can't go in specifically looking for something because you're going to be super
okay,
disappointed if you do. And like I have like when I go in, I have like my route. I always stop. Like I specifically go like this area, then this area, then this area. I found some really, really good stuff. Good stuff. Anthropology, Tory Burch, Lily Pulitzer. Like 90% of my wardrobe is thrifted. And
We
it's
need to go back to Oklahoma and we need to go thrifting with Brandi. I'm seeing a future podcast episode at a thrifting.
so much fun.
I second that for sure. Okay, and then you said you also play Mahjong. Now, I have seen on a lot of social posts that is the popular game. I mean, it was Rummy before, or like, so what draws you to Mahjong? Like, I want to know, like, you're an amazing dental leader. Like, what is it? Is it just like recreational, or is there like strategy to this?
I mean, I've been kicked out many a game night. My husband and I both were a little bit competitive. So if you're just playing to play, don't play with me. I'm playing to win all the time. It's challenging. I love games that make you like think, and Mahjong is pretty challenging. My aunt taught me how to play in her retirement community in Florida.
Hell yeah.
And then it is like all the country clubs, and like I went to a class that we had like a party. We invited 20, 30 people to come over and learn how to play. And the instructor came in. She was a dental hygienist. She quit doing hygiene and she only teaches Mahjong classes now. So
that's a lucrative thing. Like, people actually do that. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We pay like $65 a person to go to this class to learn how to play. So it's
that's more than some offices are getting reimbursed for a prophy.
But at the same time, I'm like, hello, we have a hygiene shortage. Can you please come? What about 1 day a week?
Yes.
Dang, who would have thunk Mahjong paying the bills?
I know. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Are there tournaments? Have you been involved in any Mahjong tournaments yet?
No, I'm fairly new to the Mahjong world. So
Okay.
I've been playing for about not even quite a year, like 8 or 9 months. And you can play online. I think it's more fun, of course, to play in person. But yeah, I haven't done a tournament yet. It's probably on my to-do list.
I've never even heard of it, so I'm excited to look this up. And yeah, we've played some games though together, Brandi. So maybe we'll have to.
Hey, I was actually involved in playing one of those games.
You were.
So, we're very
This
well
is the kind of
played.
game though that you're like, I've got some friends and I'm like, I don't think they could.
They could take it.
No, I mean, you got to do a lot of thinking, and I'm like, I don't want to have to explain the rules every 5 seconds. Like, you're not. Let's go stick with something
So
different.
the last time I played a game with Jen and Brandi, we were playing a card game, and it's a very naughty, not even a break room appropriate card game.
No.
We have a guitar here, so we can talk what we want. So we're playing this hilarious game of cards with words about humans. If you can't pick up what I'm throwing down,
and animals, lots of different things.
And we were in a hotel lobby, and we had to, ask, hey, do you have a room that we can go to play this game? And they're like, no, just play in the lobby. And we were like, okay, you said so.
Picked up some strays.
We picked up, that's where I was going with this. We picked up some strays. Ben's holding an egg, a stress ball egg that Brandi gave to us. I popped mine. Oh, I have my egg like that up there. I'll go grab it.
I get a stress ball. Brandi's got her positive egg. They are never too far away.
But they're never too far away.
No.
Bringing it back to leadership, I mean, we're sitting in this lobby having a grand old time, and like Brandi said, we picked up some strays, and of all different walks of life these strays were, and taught these people how to play the game with us. I think that is a sign of strong leadership coming out of Oklahoma. The ability to bring in people from all walks of life.
Everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome. Teach them the game. And then, well, it's up to them if they win or lose. But
I'm awful at the game. I mean, that is one game I never win at. but it's okay.
Hey, you've gotten pretty close, though. You've gotten pretty close.
There's always
I feel like
the ones that surprise you are the little quiet ones.
I know. I feel like everyone wins at that game, though. When all those cards are read out loud, there are some things I find so hilarious that everyone looks at me like, wow, she's a sociopath. Do not associate with her ever again.
Love it.
Or you find out that people they can't read certain things, and then you just need to assist. That's usually my job.
Another leadership point.
They need a narrator.
Yeah. Narrator.
Brandi, if you could go back and talk to younger Brandi Jr. I like to go seniors and juniors in this podcast. So Brandi Jr. and tell Brandi Jr. one thing about her future that would be impactful. What do you think it would be?
I look back, I was so sassy. And I came back from a time where, pre-internet, we didn't have, women office managers were glorified receptionists. It wasn't the same. We didn't have a lot of people that we could look up to. We didn't have consultants just at the palm of your hands where you could get leadership. But I would probably say to have a little more grace for leaders. They don't have it all figured out, and you can't hold them to that expectation. That's just not fair. So be gracious, and then appreciate wisdom of other people, because even though you might feel like you know more than they do, they have a lot that they bring to the table too, and you need to be aware and recognize that.
I love that. I think rather than saying I love feedback, I'm going to be like, give me your wisdom. That is a much more powerful word to use instead of feedback. See, Brandi, still mentoring me.
I wasn't even trying.
You weren't even trying. See? Wow. I know. This award was so meant for you. The wisdom. Wisdom. What has been like the hardest piece of wisdom that you had to internalize and really push past or grow from?
So at one of our, maybe our first year of our ADOM chapter, we had someone come in and talk about how to have difficult conversations. She was a life coach, a leadership coach. And she had said, what's it like being on the other side of you? And it stopped me in my tracks, because I'd never really thought about that. But when I really started looking back, how would I receive conversations with me? And I was like, wow, I can be a lot. And I really think that made me really reframe how I go into a conversation, how I respond to people, what my outcome, what I'm wanting from the outcome. And that just, it's 4 or 5 years later, and I still think about that anytime I walk into a difficult conversation. What's it like to be on the other end of me?
God, guys, I don't even know what it's like to be on the other end of me. Now I'm like, oh my God, people must think I'm really obnoxious sometimes.
I think, I'd have a hard time digesting me sometimes. So,
well, let's make a pact that if we ever feel undigestible, we all tell each other that we need to take an nap.
Love it.
And smart enough. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty powerful. So with your study club too, with an amazing speaker on communication, have you had any other topics that have really resounded not only with you but with your study club members or attendees that have just powed? Wow.
That's the coolest part about, if you've thought about starting a study club, being able to bring topics or speakers in that you feel are relevant, because I kind of get to have a big say on who comes in. So, and I don't know what it is about Oklahoma, but we have some amazing dental speakers here too. Oh, Amber Alert. Okay.
I thought there was going to be a tornado. Guys, when we were
not now.
We realized they have weekly tornado sirens on Fridays at 5, right? Was it Fridays at 5?
Saturday at noon.
Okay, way off. Saturday at noon. It scared the bejesus out of me. And everyone in the hotel's like, do. And I'm like, are we dying?
Go down in the vault. It's just a normal. It's just a normal Saturday at noon.
But yeah,
Yeah.
back to the speakers.
Yeah. What was our question? Oh, speaker. Yeah, I get to help. Of course, I include our board, but we've had embezzlement. Like that was a good one, really good. And we've had Genevieve Poppy, Carrie Weber. Carrie Weber comes in every year and moderates our roundtable. So, I mean, how many people can be like, yeah, we have Carrie Weber come in every year? That's super cool.
Only one, and it's you. That only
Yeah.
one.
We've had Lois Banta, we've had Teresa Duncan, Tia Hunter. I mean, it's really cool that we get to bring things in that are, I mean, amazing speakers and relevant. Nobody wants to go after on a Thursday at the end of the day and go hear from something that they just can't take back and apply.
Right.
We had Jennifer Steadman and Savanah Carlson have been speakers at some of our meetings. But yeah, I think it's so cool that we get to have these amazing people come in, share their knowledge, share their email address so we can reach out to them afterwards. And it's crazy. I mean, it's like pinch myself moments sometimes because I've grown up in my career listening to these people, and now like they're mentors and Facebook friends, and it's crazy.
Was there anyone you looked up to as a child that you think impacted who you are today outside of dentistry?
Outside of dentistry?
Yeah, like your grandma or like, I don't know, Patrick Swayze, one of those people.
Not Patrick Swayze. Golly, that's there's like so many people, but just put on the spot, I can't like think of someone that just really like, oh yeah, that was it. I mean, the first dentist I worked for was pretty instrumental in my life. Like I grew up pretty humbly. I'd been to the dentist office twice. And so I didn't realize you were supposed to go for preventive care. I just thought we went if you had a toothache. And I had never really had somebody that really was just, I was there to file charts. I didn't really know what I was doing. And he just kept giving me opportunities, and he would pull me in and, hey, I'm going to give you a raise. I can't believe you're doing this. And I like just kept getting raises. I was like, what? Is this how it works? And he really invested and just definitely gave me some confidence that I didn't really have. So I would say, and what was a really cool full circle moment is like he had retired and then decided he didn't want to retire and came back to work at the organization that I was director of operations. So I ended up getting to work with him again, like at the end of his career, which was kind of cool.
I love that.
That's really cool.
Wow, I think I would seriously cherish that. My first and favorite boss, if I ever got to work with her again, I honestly feel like it would be a career goal. I think that's so powerful what you just said, Brandi, that it became a full circle moment that your mentor kind of they became equal, and like, I mean, if they're working with you and for you, like kind of a mentoree at that point too, like it's just, I love that.
Yeah, I remember him like I was 19 and he was like, you are a rose among a field of thorns or a field of weeds or something. And I was like, oh, okay. Looking back, he had daughters my age that I think were, obviously grew up very different, very entitled. And so the fact that I was like, I'll take the trash out, or what do you need me to do? I think just was probably a point in his life where he just was not expecting that in somebody young. And for me, I was just like, I wasn't expecting someone to like pour into me and offer me all of this opportunity without like having to dig and scratch and fight my way. So I'm so grateful that he did invest in me, allowed me after I'd figured out the front, and he was like, come back to the back, I'll teach you how to assist. And so really great first step into dentistry.
When you say like he poured in education and opportunities for you, I mean, as multi-site office manager, well, practice administrator of the year, how would you encourage other dental leaders to do the same, not only for their own team members, but for their peers as well?
Well, the thing now, it's available. Like you don't have to like search for it. You open up your email and there's 5 webinars to attend every day. And I mean, CE is out there. If you're at a multi-site location, you probably have a learning management system. I mean, if you really want to grow, you don't have to wait for someone to ask you. You have all the tools and resources. Take some initiative and just start learning things yourself. And I get so excited when I see that spark and that desire in someone, because if I know that's your goal and that's the road you're on, I'm going to do everything in my power to help you get there. But if I feel like I'm having to drag you and hold you accountable and ask if you did things, then I'm busy. I've got a lot to do. So I want to invest in you if you want to come along on the journey. But if you're really not that interested in it, I'll turn my attention, and I've got other things to work on. So it's there's more education than you could ever get to right now. It's out there. Opportunities out there. Say yes to things. I had a mentor that told me that there were some things I was like, I don't think I want to do that, or nobody would care what I have to say. And she was like, when the opportunity presents itself, you need to say yes. And when you start saying yes, you'd be surprised at the doors and the windows that open for you.
Yeah. Especially in the hiring crisis right now too. Like I love that it sounds like you're invested in quality over quantity for sure, and investing those time and resources into the people who want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not one of those people who has ever found someone off the street that was like, you have a good personality, you need to work in my practice. I mean, I wish I had that, like, as a story in the back end, but I don't. But I mean, it's still powerful when you are able to nurture that growth from somebody inside the organization already and see it flourish. For sure.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're finding and seeing things in other people that they don't see in themselves.
Exactly.
Right? And just helping them like bring those things out and see that spark you were talking about, Brandi, and just let them run with it too. It's
Yes.
like, oh wait, like if they see me like this, maybe I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You know, and just
Exactly.
giving someone that opportunity just to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our responsibility.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, it's almost time for our break to be over.
Unfortunately.
But in the spirit of being on a break, I mean, what is your like top thing to do during a break, Brandi? Like, are you a coffee getter? Are you
right now? No.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't break a lot. Pee, I guess, would be my thing that I like to do during a break. So
that's important.
I was like, oh no, the server is down.
Yeah.
I go into the server room and I'm like, oh my God, I have 2 minutes. I can just sit here and just breathe.
Yeah. It just nice to like see sunshine sometimes. So just step outside and breathe the air, get some vitamin D, and then go back in and get after it.
Get after it.
Get after
On that
it.
note, we're going to go get after it for the rest of the work day. What is the rest of your day like? Do you got a full rest of the day ahead?
Yeah, so today was day 1 of our 6-day training program for our new managers. So they're actually off eating lunch, and we get to come back. We're doing OSHA today through the lens of a manager. So how we manage that in our practice, and because everybody's got to watch the stinking OSHA, HIPAA, Medicare, fraud, waste, and abuse, but we want to watch it through the manager's lens, and how do we bring our team into and engage them into being better.
And is this all education that you've taught, or the company puts together specifically based on your recommendation and puts in the LMS?
So our LMS already kind of has a huge library, and we created tracks based on a lot of that content. And so we have a track for every role. We have a compliance track, an HR track, and we're rounding Q4. That's when we always do our annual OSHA, HIPAA, and Medicare fraud, waste, and abuse training. So it's nice I'm not a big fan of just telling everybody go watch this video and
Yeah.
print your certificate. Like, I want to talk about, like, how do we get better? What does it look like in our office? And how can we get our team invested in taking some pride and accountability in, what we're doing to protect our teammates and our patients.
That's great. I feel like a lot of our OSHA trainings that are out there right now, it is a one and done thing. Like you said, they just watch it, they get a certificate, and everyone's like, we good? Yeah, break, let's go home.
See you later.
Yeah, I appreciate that you take that extra step to have that conversation and be strategic about it. That goals.
It's a couple hours of your life you don't get back. So if you are going to do it, let's do it and get something out of it. So I'll be real honest, it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's something we have to do. So we're going to make the most of it and take something from it.
Thank you for being here with us today.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for letting me come on my favorite dental podcast.
Oh my God!
Honestly, like, if somebody asked me like what this whole practice administrator of the year multi-location, what opportunity, I'm like, I got to be on Savanah and Jen's back in 10. So there you go.
Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like,
can I say sweater weather?
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. I want a Boston accent.
Just say, I'm Brandi Williams, and this is Sweater Weather.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
I do have a sweater on too. This is Brandi Williams, and it's sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather.
I love it.
Thank you. Like, honestly, thank you for being our very first guest in our break room sessions. We're so jazzed. All right, Wizard, where are you at?
Have a great rest of the day.
Oh yeah,
Thank
wait,
you.
shit, I didn't even end the podcast, did I? I was just like, woo, sweater weather.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Back in 10. We are going back to work now. Back from the break room. Bye, y'all.
See you guys.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.